I'm Bambi Francisco for Vator TV. Well, Wise is a product review site. You might call it a consumer reports on steroids. And joining me to talk about Wise is Tom Patterson. He's the CEO. Tom, thanks for joining us. You basically go across the web and you collect all of these consumer reports. I believe you have 1.2 million reviews for more than 30,000 products reviewed now. And you come up with this interesting score, Wise rank. So I guess when I went onto your site, that was the first thing I looked at, is the products with the highest score. So what are the factors that go into creating that score?
Yeah, it's a great question. So, you know, I guess I'll step back real quick and just talk about my previous job, where I was at a market research company. And what we were doing for companies like Procter & Gamble and General Mills was we were going out and scraping the web for sentiment or opinion, and helping people like P&G, General Mills, Sony determine what people were saying about the things that they actually were offering as products. Because as we know, user-generated content, opinion is growing at such an incredible rate. And we were providing these projects back to them, and they were paying, you know, good money for them, $30,000, $50,000. And it was apparent to me that the web was becoming this great proxy for what actually is said offline and it actually was happening online. So what really Wise is doing is saying, you know what, why can't we give this to all consumers, give it to the masses? So what we've done is gone out and for this set of products, looked at all sources of opinion, and we started with user and expert reviews. We've taken that data and information, we've cleaned it, we've understood where the sources of bias are, and we've created a score similar to how Consumer Reports created a score that we're giving to consumers that helps them tell which products are people are most satisfied with, and is in a way protecting them from making bad purchases, and also helping them make great purchases.
So I guess one measure, or the one way you can measure success for your site, is helping certain products get sold. So does your service sort of help the P&Gs and the General Mills and all of these old manufacturers of products? Has it helped sell more products for them?
Well, I'd say that being that we're a new site, we haven't necessarily reached a certain level yet with the mass consumer. What I can tell you is that we're providing a level of insight similar to how we did in market research, which hopefully, as we gain traction, will be something that's valuable for people to use to show consumers that this product's actually great. I think the analogy is how people and restaurants use Zagat scores to determine how good those restaurants are. It's when the J.D. Power ratings come out and you see car commercials and you see that J.D. Powers is actually saying that this Acura is the best product of the year. It's similar to how Consumer Reports scores come out. People say we've been ranked very highly in Consumer Reports scores. Back to your comment on Consumer Reports on steroids, what we're trying to do is basically say the web is this incredible source of content and opinion. If I aggregate it, normalize it, and make sense of it for people and attach it to all products, what kind of power will we have real time to make great decisions about which products are right for people and not? And I think to your point about pushing it out, it's going to be a function of us doing a great job and getting a lot of traction and the score to be trusted over time, so that we can help Sony and Cisco and others sell the different products that they actually provide.
The great thing about the web, you talked about J.D. Powers and Consumer Reports, all of these other aggregators of opinion, they were very limited to sort of the big incumbent products, where you are now going across the web and you're actually aggregating opinions for a number of products, and maybe a lot of products for emerging manufacturers. So how are you seeing newer companies trying to get on the market, trying to get out there? Are they popping up on your site because people are reviewing and giving them better reviews? Are you helping these emerging companies?
Well, I can tell you what we definitely want to. What we want to do is basically make it an efficient platform now. As we know in the past, the way people made purchase decisions or found things were based on which company had the biggest advertising budget, or which salesperson inside a retail store was incented to actually push a different product.
And put them on the top shelf of the store.
Well, we know that game about trying to own store shelf space. And so what really Wise is trying to do is basically say, let's level the playing field, take the opinion of advertisers and salespeople out of deciding which products are actually best to buy, and creating transparency so that the best products, as judged by real users, people that know something about the products, these super enthusiasts that are in blogs, helping that viewpoint actually be surfaced very quickly so that people actually start to match themselves to the products that are truly the best.
So I'm seeing on your site, I was looking at electronics, you still see the Sonys and the Panasonics, but so are you seeing any examples of these new types of companies bubbling up to the top, their products bubbling up to the top?
We're seeing a few. I definitely would say that because we're covering so many products right now, and we're starting to continually increase the products, I don't think we've reached steady state. And even as we speak, we've moved, to your point, from 30,000 to about 75,000 because our technology continues to expand and we're able to crawl more, get the sources of information against them, and normalize that information. So while it's a great question, I probably will know more about it in the next 2 or 3 months.
So are you a destination site, or are you offering reviews to retailers to help their customers?
Well, our primary function is to create a destination site that essentially is a great tool and resource for people to quickly and easily determine which products are best. So before I was actually an ER at Mayfield, and before I actually decided to kind of make Wise happen, I did a lot of research about the whole process of doing online product research. I talked to about 100 people. And what I found was it's actually still very difficult for a tremendous amount of people to get it done. What we were looking to do at Wise is to create an alternative for them to quickly get in and out and feel good that you're going to make the right purchase decision. The other thing that's happening, Bambi, that I think is pretty fascinating is this tremendous growth that's going on. Forrester just released a report back, I think about 2 months ago. Not only will online product research affect online product purchase, but online product research is growing in double digits in terms of how much it's affecting offline purchases. And Forrester predicts that online product research is going to affect about $1 trillion worth of commerce in the United States by 2011. And that's only 4 years away. So what we're getting at is we're in the middle of this curve where the need is there because it's hard. The importance is there because it's growing and becoming, the internet's becoming more and more integrated into people's lives, and we feel like creating an incredible destination site that really simplifies things for people will be valuable. Are we syndicating it? Yes. So we see that similar to how you might find a wine Spectator score in a wine store, like the Wine Club, and that helps you determine which products to purchase. Seeing the value of some Wise rank information as you're trying to determine which products are best for you would be valuable with regards to conversion and giving people that third-party trust that isn't coming from the retail site, but it's coming from a trusted source, such as Wine Spectator is viewed in the wine industry.
Is it going to be an advertising-based model, subscription model, or are you going to take a revenue share of the products sold? That seems like there could be a potential conflict of interest if you do take a revenue share.
So what we are is a lead generation business. So what we do is we aggregate traffic because of the value we provide. Advertisers or manufacturers don't bias our rankings or our information because it's all driven by user and expert opinion. And we'll move towards bloggers and other sources of people, user-generated content. However, after people are done determining what to buy, we provide opportunities for them to find stores that are available to buy. And because this is a highly coveted source of traffic, it's someone who's actually in the process of looking. Best prices are important. We can get them to those sources. We get paid for sending those links there. Okay,
you said that you wanted to be a destination site.
Yes.
That's what you're focused on. What is your distribution strategy?
Well, there's a few,
to get traffic to your
sure,
site.
there's a few things. I think that because people, commerce is one of the biggest uses of the web. Of course, there'll be a certain level of search marketing, which will include, getting people that are looking for a site that, when it comes from Google, most closely matches reviews. People can try and buy those keywords on Google for reviews, but if you show up to a site and it's really trying to get you to buy stuff, we'll have a better opportunity because our quality score will go up when people get to us to continue to acquire traffic that route. Search engine optimization, which is showing up in the organic rankings, syndication, as we discussed, creating a great bookmarkable site that is valuable. Those four things are going to help acquisition.
And what about your widget strategy? How is that helping?
Yeah, so the widget strategy really is one in which we want to co-opt a lot of the blogger community that is trying to actually find different alternatives to monetize. And what we want to do is basically say, look, you write about products. We would love to give you the ability to rev share with Wise if you drop traffic to Wise.
How has that helped bring traffic to your site?
Well, the growth has been okay. It's not been huge just far. We really haven't invested as much yet into that, but something that we're going to be doing.
Okay. Good luck, Tom.
Thank you, Bambi. Appreciate it.
I've been speaking with Tom Patterson. He's the CEO of Wise. I'm Bambi Francisco.